Welcome back, everybody, to the Renaissance Humanism podcast. In today's episode, I will be discussing the leader of the Republic of China and her visit to the European Summit for Investment Forum, or the EU Investment Forum. This is the president of Taiwan, or the Republic of China, is not recognized by most nations around the globe since 1972 due to the People's Republic of China, this is mainland China, that view Taiwan merely as a breakaway province, and Taiwan itself viewing that they should rightfully control uh, communist China or the mainland China. And that's the big dispute between them both. In 1972, they lost their position within the United Nations that was taken from Taiwan and given to the People's Republic of China. And since then, relations have not been very good between the Communist China and Republic of China due to that happening. And the other nations around the globe don't recognize Taiwan as an independent sovereign state or as a claimant to mainland China. And that's issue which continues to this day, and it's why it's hard for Taiwan to establish foreign relations with other nations due to it would damage their relations, the country they want to speak to, with China. I hope this makes sense. I don't because it can be confusing. Now, the current president of the Republic of China, or for the sake of this podcast, I'm just going to say Taiwan, Xi Ingwan. I do apologise for any of my foreign-speaking peoples who have experience with linguistics or can actually speak Mandarin. So I do apologise for getting this name wrong. I'm sure I will butcher some names throughout this podcast episode. On the 12th of October 2023, visited the European Union Investment Forum. President Xi said during this visit, Taiwan and Europe are committed to building a more resilient supply chain capacities without standing distributions. During the event, Taiwan also offered scholarships for Lithuania, Poland, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic, mainly focusing upon the development of semiconductors. The reason why the Taiwanese are so forthcoming with the investment in internal markets and scholarship opportunity is that it's the only method it has available to try and build up international relations and build up alliances due to most nations not being able to interact with Taiwan, at least officially, in a diplomatic manner, because they can't recognize Taiwan as an independent sovereign state separated from China. And China has used Taiwan as a rebellious province since the communists won the Chinese Civil War in 1949. The EU does also recognise the Republic of China's capacities in chip making. This is one of the reasons why it was so prominent, discussed on the European Union Investment Forum. And also, one of the reasons behind this is that Taiwan has very few allies in the region, as none basically. It does have friendships with Japan and the United States, but these alliances are nothing official. But also, Taiwan, like other nations in the global north, other nations that have industrialized since 1945, are all facing the same issues with their declining birth rates. Within Europe, the German ethnicity within this century could be dead or very little to be worth talking about. That's repeated across many other ethnic groups as well, such as the Russians, the Chinese, the Taiwanese, the Japanese, doing their declining demographics. And for some of them, they won't even start to recover until the 22nd century. This is after our current century, what we're living in now. And because of this, because of the declining birth rate, the Taiwanese are looking for allies that can either help them fight against the communist China or provide them other avenues to sell their products and services. Due to the United States backing down from globalization, the United States are no longer interested in being the global policeman, keeping all these low level conflicts, keeping all these tensions under control. That's why the United States is now operating on more of a friends policy. It's offering protection to its friends, its allies. It's doing this with Japan. It could potentially do this with the United Kingdom once it sorts out what it wants to be. Because since Brexit and leaving the European Union, the United Kingdom has been rudderless. It doesn't know what it wants to be. Does it want to be part of the European Union? Does it want to be part of the United States? Does it want to be an independent global actor? These questions have not been asked, have not been answered, and no solution is yet forthcoming. To sum up, the President Xi Jinping's visit to the European Union Investment Forum is merely an attempt by that nation's leadership to try and drum up support on allies, due to having very few allies and very few support as well. That sums up today's podcast as well. I shall leave my links below. If you like this episode, please don't forget to subscribe, and peace out.